Okay. Hi. You have a good day today? No?
Yo, hey, how you mute this mic, MJ?
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team,
Yo.
it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears,
Yo.
taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm
Yo.
Davis David Hall again, Jesse Palmer with me.
Hey,
Guys,
two
it's time to
people.
get going.
Ain't nobody watching right now.
The Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bucks.
What a way to start this game.
First play of the game, baby.
Put it in his hands, and he does.
First play of the game.
Looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play.
First play, baby.
Distance to score a touchdown. This team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continue to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in. College sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. They're going to stay competitive, and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year. And it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. On the run, it's Sanchez. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. The throw. Working on the right. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab at 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Coming after it. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Nice job on 3rd and goal. You know what's coming, not know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job. And the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Shotgun snap on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Bears send out the punt unit.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. Complete to start this drive. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Nifty little dance step.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ward. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Manziel. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the
but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running to the left. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for room. It's Sanchez. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Big completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass. He tries to take the top off. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And still heating through the defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running.
And that pass picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. First down for the offense. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. And he's running in the open. Given 109 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado!
This offense is so great. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can That's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Guardians completely changed the game. Now
Man, did you see that? That was crazy.
watching the play now. He's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And the throw down the gut falls.
Offenses should focus on their guys, making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way.
Oh, picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge game. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little far. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Hawaii came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Honolulu had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll try to get outside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Takes the handoff. It's Lawrence. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He finds his man. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The aerial assault continues. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bucks.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick the field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no. You turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires to the tight end. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He's back to throw on second down. He's got his man.
I love playing man-to-man defense. I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of time.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision. And you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the point after is good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, and they have to believe.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job coming onto the ball.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets a block. And the returner will be dragged down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense will go for it around midfield. The give and the run on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You know, this guy just has a nose for getting first downs. That's a big risk and gamble there on fourth down, middle of the field. But this guy we've seen in this game already rip off some big runs. I don't know if anywhere as big as the one you just saw.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting a huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road will have to play this offense, man. They're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets...
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports